The year was 1497, and a shroud of doubt hung heavy over Portugal. Tales of a sea route to India, a land overflowing with riches beyond imagination, danced on the wind like taunting phantoms. Yet fear, a monstrous kraken gripping the hearts of men, choked the spirit of exploration. Seasoned sailors spoke in hushed tones of the Cape of Storms, a graveyard of ships and dreams, where monstrous waves danced with the fury of forsaken gods. Here, the very fabric of reality seemed to tear, and the sea boiled with the wrath of the unknown. Then, a flicker of defiance sparked in the eyes of Vasco da Gama, a captain sculpted by the relentless hand of destiny. His gaze, the colour of a storm-tossed sea, held an unwavering determination to pierce the veil of fear and carve a path where none had dared before. Luís Vaz de Camões, a poet whose own life was a tempestuous odyssey, took up his quill, its point dripping with the ink of an exile's pain and the fiery passion of a patriot. He would weave a tapestry of words, a saga so grand and perilous that it would leave even the most hardened sailor breathless. Prince Henry the Navigator, a visionary consumed by the dream of India, had already unlocked the secrets of Africa's western coast. But the legendary Cape of Storms remained a defiant behemoth, its jagged teeth yearning to claim another victim. Tales of monstrous sea creatures with eyes like molten lava and tentacles that could crush a ship like a walnut circulated among the crew, their voices tinged with the chilling certainty of those who had glimpsed the abyss. The very air vibrated with the whispers of Adamastor, a titan condemned to forever roam these treacherous waters by a jealous god. His voice, a chilling chorus of howling wind and crashing waves, echoed through the poem, a constant reminder of the perils that awaited. Da Gama's crew, a motley bunch driven by dreams as disparate as buried treasure and escaping the hangman's noose, was as volatile as the ocean itself. Among them were hardened veterans, their faces etched with the map of past storms, and young recruits, eyes wide with a mixture of trepidation and audacious hope. The air crackled with unspoken discontent, a tinderbox waiting for a spark. Whispers of mutiny, a serpent slithering through the cramped quarters, threatened to unravel the fragile fabric of the expedition. Would ambition and the seductive call of self-preservation tear the ship apart before they even reached the Cape? Camões, a master of weaving human drama with fantastical narrative, delved deep into the psyches of the crew. He painted a chilling portrait of weary men haunted by the echoes of loved ones left behind, their faces etched with the worry of those who might never see home again. Sleep, when it came, was a battlefield where nightmares of krakens and swirling maelstroms wrestled with visions of triumphant homecoming. Would loyalty to their enigmatic captain, or the primal fear of the unknown, win the battle raging within their hearts? As Da Gama finally reached the Cape, the poem erupted in a maelstrom of divine intervention. The tapestry of the narrative thrummed with the clash of Olympian wills. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, driven by a mystical yearning for the success of the Portuguese venture, championed their cause. But Bacchus, the god of wine and revelry, fueled by a twisted sense of amusement and a thirst for chaos, unleashed storms upon them and at the behest of jealous deities. Each encounter with a mythical being became a nail-biting test of faith. When the crew, overcome by fear and exhaustion, attempted to mutiny, was it the intervention of a disguised Venus, appearing as a celestial maiden, that calmed the tempestuous seas and quelled the rebellion? Or was it a stroke of sheer luck, a fleeting moment of divine favour? The encounter with the monstrous Adamastor, his voice a thunderous roar that threatened to crack the very masts of the ship, was a scene of heart-stopping drama. Would Da Gama appease the vengeful titan with offerings and prayers, or would Adamastor unleash the full fury of the ocean upon them, condemning them to a watery grave? The price of salvation was high. Da Gama, forced to choose between honouring a treacherous pagan deity and upholding his Christian faith, walked a tightrope stretched above a churning abyss. The poem crackled with anticipation as he made his choice, the fate of the expedition hanging precariously in the balance. After weathering storms both literal and metaphorical, Da Gama finally reached the shores of India. The poem crackled with anticipation as the first tentative steps were taken onto foreign soil. Would the lush vegetation and bustling markets be a welcoming embrace, or would they be met with hostility and suspicion? Camões masterfully delays the reveal, building the suspense to an almost unbearable level. The first encounter with the Indians was an unsettling dance. Gestures were misinterpreted, words translated poorly, and the air thrummed with a mix of curiosity and veiled hostility. The opulent displays of spices and jewels in the marketplace offered a tantalizing glimpse of the riches promised, but the watchful eyes of the locals sent shivers down the spines of the weary sailors. Was this a land of potential trade partners, or were they stepping into a den of vipers ready to strike? Betrayal reared its ugly head in the form of a cunning merchant, his forked tongue dripping with promises of lucrative deals. Blinded by the allure of easy riches, some of the crew were swayed by his honeyed words. But da Gama, his senses honed by years of navigating treacherous waters, felt a prickle of unease. He saw the glint of avarice in the merchant's eyes and the subtle signs of a planned ambush. Would da Gama's intuition, forged in the crucible of past dangers, save his men from a fatal misstep, or would greed and misplaced trust lead them to a bloody demise? The language barrier proved to be another formidable foe. Communication was a frustrating dance of charades and broken phrases. Suspicion grew like a weed as misunderstandings festered. Da Gama, a man of unwavering resolve, attempted to bridge the cultural divide with diplomacy and displays of respect for the local customs, but a faction within the Indian court, fueled by fear of the unknown and whispers of Portuguese aggression, plotted their downfall. Camões masterfully captured the clash of cultures, a microcosm of the larger struggle between the established world and the yearning for exploration. He painted a vivid picture of the vibrant Indian city, bustling with life and steeped in ancient traditions. Would the Portuguese, with their clashing faith and foreign ways, be able to find a foothold in this alien environment, or would they be forever seen as unwelcome outsiders? The poem reached a crescendo as da Gama faced the leader of the Indian court, a man whose jeweled turban and impassive expression concealed a maelstrom of emotions. The fate of the expedition, the very dream of a trade route to India, hung in the balance. Would da Gama's unwavering determination and carefully chosen words win over the court, or would a misunderstanding, a single misstep, spark a deadly conflict that would leave them all stranded in a foreign land, their dreams forever out of reach? The answer, when it finally arrives, is a revelation fraught with both triumph and peril. Camões, the master storyteller, leaves the reader hanging, eager to turn the page and discover the ultimate fate of Vasco da Gama and his audacious voyage,